Hello everyone, figured I'd do another quick update on the Loco and service shops from SierraWest scale models in HO scale. Current progress so far has been to finish gluing the building itself together, working on the office, and you can see the door where it says office, the doorknob, which was incredibly difficult to put on there, it's so small. As you can see, I've also built the floor. That was an interesting process, tried a few things to do it, including weathering it with actual dirt. One of the things I will mention on this one is, as you can see right here, the part to lay the track bed, since I model in, or currently all I have is HO scale standard gauge, not narrow gauge. I spaced out for that and found out there wasn't quite enough wood for these cross pieces right here. So all the engine houses and stuff I've been in, they usually have wood ties with dirt or something in that anyways, so I figured this would look better. I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. It's been a lot of fun to build so far, taken a lot of work, but the results are just going to be incredible. Give you another picture of the rear of the building. Let's try for a view through the doors. Hey, that works kind of cool. Yeah. The final details on this kit's going to be a lot of fun. I think one of the next steps coming up is to actually start building the diorama. Larger piece of wood that this will lay in. So it'll be the diorama and the track. The kit actually recommends hand-laying track. Unfortunately, I don't really have that skill yet. So for this one, I'm just going to use flex track like I always do, but make sure I paint it and weather it up before I install it in the building. Essentially, remove the ties for the rail that goes through this area, but I've still got to rust up the rails and such. And I believe we'll be able to run the locomotive through the building if we need. I double-checked all my steam locomotives, and it looks like they'll fit just barely, or at least the logging locomotives. I have a big 484 Mountain that I'm pretty sure would not fit, but I'll check that once it's in place to make sure I know which locomotives I can run through there if I need to. So once we start the diorama and lay the track, I'm not sure which the next part is. Might be the sand house. Yeah, I think that's what it is, the next part. This kit has multiple little buildings. There's a sand house, or a sand and coal house, a oil tank, and a water tank yet to build. The oil tank looks incredibly complex with all the piping and such that it has. So, I'll be posting another update as soon as I get further progress on this kit. It's been very time consuming, but not that difficult. I did have a little trouble until I finally figured out how to do the peeling paint effect, which if I can get to focus on the doors, you can see on these doors. Essentially on the building it turned out okay, but I realized what I was missing was I didn't put enough chalk on the weathering of the initial boards. So when I used that technique, all the paint just kind of soaked into the wood, and because there wasn't the chalk mixed in, it didn't come off of it very well. But overall, I'm pleased with the effect, and I think once I'm completely done, it's already gaining the feel of some of the smaller engine houses and such that I've been in. The one in particular I'm thinking of is the engine house at the Roaring Camp and Big Trees Scenic Railroad down in Felton, California, down to Santa Cruz. I've been in there, and while this building is certainly smaller than that one, it's starting to develop that same feel. I like the dirt, the the shape of it. I mean, the building itself isn't really this configuration, but it has that same feel, which I'm really pleased with. So I'll be posting another update soon. I'll see you later. Thanks.